Tonight on the show, James Ray is back. The quote-unquote practical mystic has some tales that are more out on the limb tonight. You're not going to want to miss any of this discussion. Let's go now to our interview with James Ray. Hello.
Nicole Whitney.
James Ray.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am just doing outstanding. Busier than busy, which is good.
I can imagine. It's been interesting for you lately.
It's been extremely interesting. And
I want to know, having gotten to know you for several years on News for the Soul, what it's been like for this whole media frenzy that you've been caught up in. I mean, Oprah twice, Larry King 2 times, I believe.
yeah,
Other stuff, mega media.
Well, I'll let you in on a secret, and you heard it first here on News for the Soul. The secret is amazing, and as you and a lot of your listeners know, because we've had a relationship for a long time, there's, the law of attraction is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more depth and detail, and the good news is, in answer to your question about the media frenzy, is that because the secret is simple and it's easily accessible for large groups of people, it's exposed my work to the masses, and which allows me to go into greater depth and detail of how to really use that and how the universe works. And so it's a great gift. I'm so excited, that our consciousness is shifting, and it's obvious. It's happening. So how cool is that?
I know. Well, when I was watching the first Oprah, and the second one too, I just had this heebie-jeebie feeling of that, wow, it's happening. We've gotten into, more bridging, not just with that, but that was kind of a big thing, but all the movies leading up that were kind of coming out and just leaning, towards the mainstream, getting it or being open and not thinking we're all nuts and crazy.
Yeah, it's really interesting, the quantum physicists and the chaos theorists and the biologists are the mystics of the 21st century. They are now proving through M theory, which tells us there's 11 parallel universes that operate simultaneously, and the observer effect, which says that we get what we're looking for in our universe, and Carl Pribram, a Nobel Prize-winning neurosurgeon, who proves that there's nothing outside of you that isn't your own projection. These are things that the mystics have known, and, your listeners and you and I and many others have known for a long, long time, but the mainstream wasn't ready to embrace it. And now they're opening their minds to it and recognizing how much power you really have. Because I cannot tell you how many people come up to me as I'm doing these events all around the country and say, hey, I listened to your interview on News for the Soul about Egypt, or I listened to your interview about going to Brazil. And so hopefully it's a win-win relationship that a lot of people are finding you and what you're doing at greater levels because they're finding me, and vice versa. And I'm always going to have a special place in my heart for you and what you're doing, and continually driving people to your site because they're asking me deeper and deeper questions.
And the adventure continues here on News for the Soul. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks, James.
Thank you, Nicole. That was fun.
Hear all of our previously aired broadcasts of News for the Soul online at newsforthesoul.com. Now let's get back to the show.